Hello everyone. Welcome back to Dr. Lou's VCE Biological channel. Today, let's learn together about the 2022 VCE Biology. We will focus on questions related to changes in species over time. My explanations may need to be revised. If any teachers, parents, or classmates find errors, please feel free to provide your guidance. Clevelandy fossils are found in Gippsland. Fossils are formed in many different ways, but most are formed when a living organism dies and is quickly buried by sediment. Soft tissues often decompose, leaving only the hard bones or shells behind. A jaw, a skull, vertebrae, and ribs are made of bone. It lived in rivers carrying many sediments. These two factors increase the chance of this fossil formation. The best method to determine the absolute age of fossils is radioisotopes because they decay at a constant speed. Because the half-life of 14C is about 5,730 years, the oldest dates that can be reliably measured by this process date to approximately 60,000 years ago. About 99.8% of the 14C decayed. However, this animal lived 125 million years ago, so C14 is unsuitable for determining the absolute age of its fossils. Radioisotope dating of rocks surrounding the fossils can determine the absolute age of its fossils. Separate populations of species X live in the same geographical area and often interbreed. After some time, a new species, species Z, arises from species X. The same geographical area means that geographical isolation is not a factor in the evolution of a new species. This is sympatric speciation because species Z developed from species in the same area. Two barriers should induce this new species Z. One population of species X developed a new mating ritual that was not recognized by members of the other populations of species X. One population of species X began to breed several weeks later than the other populations of species X. Darwin's finches are found only on the Galapagos Islands in the Pacific Ocean. Their closest living relative is found on the mainland South America. It is believed that Darwin's finches evolved from their ancestors on the mainland. These species are similar but vary in break size and shape. Discuss how the different species arose from an ancestral population on the mainland. The keyword is how. This keyword means that we should explain the evolution of Darwin's finches, which arose from an ancestral population. The Galapagos Islands are isolated from the mainland. So, the geographical separation of finches prevented gene flow between islands and the mainland, and finally, the birds on the island evolved into new species. This phenomenon is defined as allopatric speciation. There are differences in diet or habitat on different islands. Some finches' break or body type provided a selective advantage, enabling them to survive in different environments, these favorable alleles to offspring. Over time, different genetic mutations accumulate in each population, forming new species. Sympatric speciation was an incorrect answer. In evolutionary biology, sympatric speciation is the evolution of a new species from a surviving ancestral species while both continue to inhabit the same geographic region. In sympatric speciation, reproductive isolation evolves within a population without the aid of geographic barriers. Here, the new species arose due to geographic barriers. Many students concluded their answer by outlining why the species were classified as being different, which was not required as the question asked for how speciation occurred as opposed to why they are different species. Geospiza fuliginosa distributes 15 islands. This species is the most widely distributed. The three species are listed as extinct on several islands. Ask for evidence of extinction, not why. Don't confuse between evidence and why. The evidences of extinct are, no sightings or fossil remains of finch species have been found on islands. No other evidence such as DNA, feathers, nests, or their common food source is present. In changes in species over time, 4 multiple-choice questions are worth 4, and 1 short answer question is worth 9 marks. The overall score for this section is 13 marks. With a total possible score of 120 points, the percentage for this section is 10.3% of the total score.
If you need my help, please add me on WeChat or WhatsApp and send me an email. Thanks for your attention. Please note Dr. Lou's VCE Physics channel, Dr. Lou's VCE Chemistry channel, and Dr. Lou's VCE Biology channel.